Well, 6 weeks into his second term, and President Donald Trump is now set to address Congress tonight. He's expected to highlight the executive actions his administration has taken to reshape the government and America's global role.
Well, meanwhile, Democrats plan to push back, highlighting those that they say have been hurt by his policies, including government workers. NBC's Jay Gray is at the Capitol with more.
We're making a speech. You probably heard about it.
His address to Congress and the nation, a senior administration official tells NBC News, will focus on the president's domestic agenda. Tariffs activated overnight, border security and deportation efforts, the elimination of federal diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, and the Department of Government Efficiency's lightning-paced actions to reduce the size of the federal government by slashing budgets and reducing the workforce. Tens of thousands have lost their jobs.
And so when the news came, everyone around me was in disbelief. I mean, people were crying.
Democrats questioning the legality and effectiveness of those cuts and the focus of the president during the first 43 days of his second term.
A majority of Americans believe that Donald Trump has ignored the #1 issue they care about: inflation, rising costs.
In a new NPR PBS Marist poll ahead of tonight's speech, Americans are split on the administration's efforts. 54% say the country is moving in the wrong direction, 45% saying it's on the right track. President Trump's approval rating also at 45%. His address will also likely touch on changing international relationships.
You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position.
4 days after an Oval Office shouting match with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, overnight the administration announces a pause in U.S. military aid to Ukraine, calling for an end to its war with Russia, and a lasting peace agreement between Israel and Hamas, suggesting the U.S. should control and rebuild the Gaza Strip. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
We do know that tariffs are now in effect on goods from Canada and Mexico. They just kicked in midnight. The tariffs place an extra 25% tax on imports from Canada and Mexico. Well, in response, the Canadian Prime Minister says that his country would slap tariffs on more than $100 billion of American goods over the next 3 weeks. In addition to these tariffs, an existing tariff on China that doubled overnight from 10 to 20%. Economic experts fear that this could hurt consumers in the long run.
This will hurt the economy, will raise prices, will not keep inflation down, will make living more expensive. There are some estimates that show that the annual cost to consumers of these tariffs will be upwards of $3,000.
Well, these new fees are expected to impact U.S. prices on everything from gasoline and food to cars and electronics. You can watch President Trump's joint address to Congress tonight right here on 11 Alive. That begins at 9 o'clock. We'll also stream it on 11 Alive Plus. Remember, you can download it to your TV and watch that for free. Melissa.